Vice President of the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association, Gabriel Kumi, has confirmed that the shortage of LPG has hit some filling stations as a result of the strike by tanker drivers. He has therefore warned that if care is not taken, the shortage of LPG will be massive and could affect the Ghanaian economy. The tanker drivers have been on strike since Monday, June 26, 2023, over bad roads in the petroleum enclave of Tema, Takoradi, Kumasi, and Buipe. According to them, all efforts to get the government to address their issue have proved futile. Deputy Minister for Energy William Oreku-Edu has revealed that the Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company Limited, Volta River Authority, Tema Oil Refinery, Northern Electricity Distribution Company, Ghana Grid Company Limited, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, and the Buipa Authority owe their creditors $2.4 billion. He said, a Deloitte publication from May 2023 shows that, as of December 2021, these state-owned enterprises were in debt to their creditors, who are primarily stakeholders, SOEs, IPPs, and fuel suppliers in the value chain for electricity delivery. The Deputy Minister made this admission on the floor of the legislature in response to enquiries from Edward Bauer, a member of parliament from the Bongo seat, who wanted to know the overall amount of debt held by the aforementioned state-owned enterprises, as well as who their creditors are. Minister at the Presidency responsible for electricity, Dr. Gosiencio Ramakopa, has reaffirmed government's commitment to finding solutions to end load shedding in South Africa. Briefing media on progress in the implementation of the Energy Action Plan in Pretoria, Ramakopa reassured South Africans that, working with a team of competent engineers at Eskom and the leadership of the board, significant strides are being made. Government had projected that in the winter, the country would hit the highs of 34,000 megawatts, but it has not reached anything close to this. The minister attributed this to a change in South Africans and industry's attitude towards reducing their electricity demand. Given an update on the previous 5-day average ending on 30th June, Ramakopa said the current available capacity was beginning to plateau at about 29,913 megawatts compared to 28,664 megawatts of capacity, which the country was sitting on from 26th June. He said South Africa was beginning to keep up with the demand, and this had resulted in no load shedding for significant periods of the day. However, the minister emphasized that there was a need to ensure that generation far exceeds demand. The National Stock Exchange is exploring opportunities in electricity derivatives and the voluntary carbon credit market to deepen its product portfolio as part of its transformation into a multi-asset stock exchange. The world's largest derivative stock exchange also plans to introduce derivative contracts based on the indices of a corporate bond index and government bond index, subject to clearance from regulators. NEC Chief Business Development Officer Sriram Krishnan evaluating the voluntary carbon credit market. There are only two markets at this time. There are about 26 million voluntary carbon credits available in India as of today, which can be monetized. Speaking about proposed derivative contracts on corporate bonds and government bond index, he stated that the exchange was awaiting clearance from the regulators. Another boss, the Indian Energy Exchange, has also announced plans to explore business opportunities in the voluntary carbon market and has established a wholly owned subsidiary for this purpose. The government plans to develop the Indian carbon market, where a national framework will be established to decarbonize the Indian economy by pricing the greenhouse gas emissions through trading of the carbon credit certificates. According to a past Deloitte Economics Institute report, using its potential to export decarbonization to the world, India can gain $11 trillion in economic value over the next 50 years by limiting rising global temperatures. Visit energyghana.com or energyghanamagazine.com for more on these stories. Energy Brief is proudly brought to you by Airport View Hotel.
Energy Ghana TV. Local in focus, global in perspective.